welcome to a mini tutorial from Upvc Spares for Repairs. We've been asked to show how we fit a surface fix urn knocker. First thing to do is determine exactly where you'd like it to be placed, and generally speaking I would have thought something like 1 inch down from the top of any of the raised and fielded panels. If you put a mark there, and then you need to measure the centre of the space between the two, just over 45 millimeters, so that's there. And I've already pre-measured the hole, which I know is 60 millimeters down for the first hole, and then 35 millimeters down for the second hole. But check each individual knocker as you unwrap it. That's something you should do yourself. Then we have supplied with the knocker 2 screws. Now, generally speaking, these screws would be okay for a composite style door or a door with maybe a 28 millimeter thick panel. But if it's going onto an older door, it might be advisable to try and take the measurements and see if you can determine how thick the panel is. Sometimes it's necessary to just unscrew the letterbox to put the tape measure across the space and measure the thickness of the panel, because otherwise you may find that the screws can't come through the other side and protrude into the house. So we've chosen to use 2 slightly shorter screws that we've got from our stocks, and we'll fit the first plate to the door. Now, as you fit this, you would peel back the blue protective tape that's covering the adhesive on the back, but as we're going to remove this again and use it again, what we'll do is we'll fix it without. So the first thing we need to do is put 2 pilot holes through in the place that we've marked for the screws. And I usually use a 2.5 millimeter drill bit. And remember, you're only going through the first layer. So with a standard screwdriver, now sometimes these are urn knockers. As you can see on the inside, there's a hole, and there's a hole there. They sometimes come with the spy hole as well. So if that's necessary to be fitted, then of course you need to drill that hole out as well. But in this instance, we've simply got that to offer into here. And it's clipped on. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for coming to see Upvc Spares for Repairs.